So here I'm going to show you how to solve a trig equation by factoring the GCF. So here I'm going to start by, if I focus on this equation, I need to see what is common. So, and here I see cosine is on the left hand side and the right hand side. So I'm going to subtract cosine from both sides of the equation. And when I do that, I'm going to get 2 cosine of theta sine of theta minus cosine of theta is equals to 0. Then I'm going to factor the cosine out, so I'm going to get cosine of theta 2 sine of theta minus 1 is equals to 0. Then I'm going to see if I'm going to separate these ones. So I have cosine of theta is equals to 0. All, remember when I multiply, one of these has to be 0. So either this one is equal to 0 or 2 sine of theta minus 1 is equals to 0. So this means 2 sine of theta is equals to 1. So this means sine of theta is equals to 1.5. So I just need to look at these two equations. So this is my first equation and this is my second equation, and this is what I need to solve to get the answer. So I'll start with the cosine one, and to do that I'm going to use the unit circle. Remember, this is 1 0 1 0. This is 0 1 1. This is 1. Okay, this is 1 1 negative 1 0. I was going on with my minus 1 minus 1 0 and 0 minus 1. So from here I can see that the cosine of 90 degrees is 0, and I can also see cosine of 260 degrees. Remember, cosine is represented by the x-coordinate. Cosine of 270 is equals to 0. And then let me do the next one. Since this is half, I know I need to use the 30-60-90 triangle. So this is going to be 1, this is 2, and this is square root of 3. This is 60 degrees, and this is 30 degrees. So what I go, so I need to find sine inverse of half is equals to which angle? So what is the angle whose sine is half? So opposite of hypotenuse, and that is 30 degrees. And the other thing I need to know, I need to remember, all students take calculus. So, and why do I need to know that this? Sine is positive in quadrant 1 and quadrant 2. So I need another angle in quadrant 2. So it's going to be 180 minus 30 degrees, which is going to be 150 degrees. So those are the angles. So what are my solutions? I'm going to write them here. So I have pi over 2. I wrote it in degrees. I'll write it in radians. So the other one is pi over 6 for 30 degrees. The other one is 3 over 2 pi for 270. And then for 150, that is equals to pi over 6 times 5. So 5 pi over 6. And those are all the solutions.